Hello everybody, Cappy here. I got another video request. Had a ton of video requests this weekend, so getting through them here. Thanks for your patience, everyone. We got a request here. Hello Aaron. I have watched many of your videos and have appreciated your advice and presentations. I thought it was time I took advantage of your consultation services. I would like you to give me your thoughts, advice in a YouTube video, please. Please share your thoughts on the following. I dropped out of college many years ago while studying a liberal arts type course. There you go. I just found it boring, and I was not learning anything. I also hate the traditional form of learning in the classroom lecture environment. I just found it difficult to focus. Well, your teachers probably suck too, which is the #1 reason that school sucks. Over the years, I have worked various jobs and recently had the urge to learn about certain things. However, I did not want to go to a traditional college. After much research, I decided to get an online diploma where you study online. I found an online college called Allison.com, and successfully obtained a diploma in accounting. It took me a few months, and I am currently doing a different course with Allison, which is business management, which is a strong focus in business accounting. I applied for a job and put on the application I had a diploma of accounting from Allison, and they offered me a job with an immediate promotion. Other successful applicants did not get this promotion. I guess it was based on my diploma. This diploma was basically free. The online college makes its money through advertising, and you only pay less than $100 for your diploma once you pass the course. That's awesome. That is the way education should be. That is awesome. Is online learning the future of education? What do you think about these new online college classes challenging the traditional education system? I actually found the online learning a pleasant experience, much better than traditional college, as you can learn at 2 a.m. when you cannot sleep. It's actually a lot more convenient. It's actually a lot more convenient way to learn. I would enjoy hearing your thoughts on this and would like to request that you make a video on this issue. Blah, blah, blah. Regards, Jim. Well, thanks, Jim. Here's the thing. Excuse me, I'm so good. Cold there. Not only should online education be the future, and should all online or classes be as cheap, not only should education be as cheap as you had it there, it is going to be the future. It is so efficient, not just because of convenience, as you pointed out, where you could take it from wherever, but also it's just, it blows everything. You have these MOOCs, these massive online enrollment classes, and it just brings down, it allows one teacher to teach to millions. And so your infrastructure costs, you don't need a building. You know, it's the same thing with cubicle farms. You don't need cubicle farms. You all don't need to be commuting. You know that. I know your boss says you need to do that. I know the teachers say you need to come and pay tuition and lodging and live in the dorm and buy their books. You don't have to. No. Not technically speaking. And it is so much more efficient, where one person can teach millions of people with just a laptop, that is invariably going to become the system. The real issue is whether or not the employers are going to accept online degrees. And you're starting to see that happen. Traditionally, you had to be accredited by one of the accrediting agencies. There are 6 in the United States to be considered a real college. Now, I think, in part because the quality and caliber of college graduates is just dumber than fuck. I mean, employers are starting to realize, like, holy shit, it doesn't matter that you have a master's. You're dumber than shit. Because the universities and the colleges, they're not there to educate anymore. They're not there to train. They're there to brainwash and lie to these kids and extrapolate as much money as they can out of them while blowing dirt up their chute. Now, I'm sure there are, of course, reputable schools, reputable programs, and employers are happy to have graduates from a particular school. But in general, the quality and caliber of your average college graduate is going downhill and downhill fast, and employers are starting to take note of this. What I think is starting to happen, and thank God it is I think it's going to become more and more like the IT industry, where it's certification-based, where you get certified in CompTIA or A+, or computer networking or something like that. You may go to school, you may not. You may self-teach. You may be online, may not. No one cares. All the employers care about is whether you're certified in virtual software or not. That's what the real pull and cash is, and that's more meritocratic and fair, because you're not ass raping these kids for tuition. And that's why I love your story. Your story is awesome. It was basically free, and all it did was cost you $100 to get the diploma, and then they hired you. That's the way it should be. So I think more people like you, more crazy people like the college graduates ruining the reputation of a college education. Employers are going to start to eschew from it. About the only places they're going to require advanced degrees or degrees are going to be your academians who are like just in a big circle jerk about education. Elite employers that you want to work for, you know, fucking, who's all snooty? Cargill. Well, if you want to work for Cargill, you need to have your master's preferred. And you know, they're going to still be snooty and elitist. And then, what was it? The government, they'll still, you need to have your master's in political science and government management. But down the road, people who actually like work in the real world, real companies that produce real things where they got to make profits, you know, the real world matters. I think they're gonna stop focusing so much on degrees and focus more on training and education. And so that is a good thing indeed. And we have anecdotal evidence like what you're experiencing. I know I personally, I'll never hire anyone with a college degree that comes from fuckity fuck you. You know, I'll take a credentialed kid. I'll take some fucking kid out of high school and train them before I take someone with an MBA. I mean, oh my God, MBAs are just, unless you're like from the U of Chicago or some fucking like Wharton, I don't go the fuck away. You don't know shit. You have a lot of worthless information in your brain that you overpaid for. Yes, the anecdotes aside, I think the trend you'll start to see is more certifications. God bless it, that'd be wonderful. I might have to look at that Allison thing. Man, just go get my doctorate there. Just go get my doctorate. Yeah, I got my doctorate in Dr. Clary. And here's the other thing. A lot of employers are just too damn late. They don't care. Do you have a degree? Fine. Okay, we'll find out. You know, they don't need you to like have to attended Yale or Harvard or Princeton. They're just like, did you? Okay, yeah, okay, fine. And they won't look. I mean, a lot of these, you can almost get, but now they're probably lesser employers if they don't do any background check. But that's how I've got most of my employment, where it's like they don't even look at previous employers. They just, oh, I got a degree, okay. Well, so, yeah, I think that is, it should be the way and it will be the way. And just think about how much less you can pay your employees if they don't have student loans. That makes them, you know, another, I'm not saying you screw them over, but, you know, you can go in and make as much take-home pay without student loans as someone, they need that extra $10,000, $30,000, whatever it is per year, because they wasted it on a worthless degree. But no, it should be that way, and it will. Maybe not in yours our lifetime, but we'll definitely, before we're on our deathbed, I think you're going to see a lot of these university education systems just, well, a lot of them, I mean, look at it, the law schools are even closing. There's a fair amount of law schools closing. And what is it? Law school applicants are down 25%. It's happening. The bubble's bursting, and not as quickly as explosively as the housing bubble or the .com bubble, but it is blowing up, and it is a good thing. So be happy. I think you did it right, man. I mean, think of all the pain-assery you saved yourself just getting your $100 diploma, and you got a job. You're like, everybody hates your fucking guts, man. It's great. Like, fucker, but at least you did it, you know? So hopefully, you know, people go check out Allison.com. Maybe people can get a certification there. Anyway, best of luck to you. Toodles.